Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got game two of a three-game series between the Mariners and Red Sox. Leading off for Seattle, playing right field is Suzuki. Batting second, playing left field is Bradley. Batting third, playing shortstop is Rodriguez. Batting fourth, playing third is Martinez. Batting fifth, playing second is Boone. Batting sixth, playing center field is Griffey Jr. Batting seventh, playing first base is Sexton. And batting eighth on the catching is Vale. And on the mound's the lefty, Matt Young, batting ninth. And for the hometown Boston Red Sox, leading off is Pedroia, playing second. Batting second, playing short is Garcia Parra. Batting third, playing third is Boggs. Batting fourth, playing first is Vaughn. Batting fifth, playing center field is Betts. Batting sixth, playing right field is Evans. Batting seventh, playing left field is Rice. Batting eighth on the catching is Veritek. And on the mound, another lefty. And that is Bill Lee. Let's get down here to Fenway and get this game started. And you can see Ichiro's only batting a 162 with no homers and no RBIs. Going up against Bill Lee, his second appearance, he's 0-1 with a 7.5 ERA. Seattle is 3-6, batting 216, 297 on base, 380 slugging, and 667 OPS. Red Sox are 4-5, only batting 196. 288 on base percentage, 326 slugging, and a 614 OPS. And here's the pitch to Ichiro. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Betts has got it. We're out number one. And that brings up Bradley. And Phil Bradley's batting 267, no homers and 2 RBI. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Bill Lee strikes out his first victim for out number two. And Alex Rodriguez grabs the bat, batting 211 with 2 homers and 7 RBI. And that's going to be a base on balls. Rodriguez walks down the first for the first time, his first walk of the year. And Edgar Martinez comes up now with 1 on and 2 outs. And Martinez is batting 143 with no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Boggs fires over to first. And that'll be the inning. Seattle strands 1. Seattle nothing. Red Sox coming to the plate. Pedroia, Concepcion, and Boggs. And Dustin's batting 179. He's got a homer and 6 RBIs. Matt Young, his second appearance of the year. He's 1-0. And with a 4.5 ERA. And that's going to be a base on balls. So a leadoff walk for Boston. Let's see if they can cash in. Seattle couldn't. And Nomar's up. And Garcia Parra is batting 256 with no homers and 4 RBIs. And they're going to do a little hit and run here. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Suzuki. And Dustin gets back. 1 out. Wade Boggs is up now. And Boggs is batting 265. He's got 2 homers and 7 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Actually, that's going to be a pop-up down the third. Martina calls for it. Makes the catch for out number 2. And move on. Who is struggling? These first basemen for the Red Sox are both struggling. Mo Vaughn is 2 for 22, and I think, if I remember right, well, let's look here. If I remember right, go to the bench here. If I remember right, I think Mr. Ortiz is 0 for 22. Let's look here. He is 0 for 21. 0 for 21, Mr. Ortiz is. So they are 2 for 43. Crazy. No production out of first yet. And that's going to be a rare play. Probably. Let's check here. Pitcher, 32 and a 1. Should be fielding column 1. Fielding column 3, rather, is what I meant. And that was a 37. Yep, that's going to be a rare play with a runner down at second. Rare play, runner down at second. And let's see here. 31 and a 37. That'll be hit out to center field. And Griffey Jr.'s out there. 43 and a 3 should be fielding column 1. And it is. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Let's see here. Let's get the right chart. We might not have even had us looked at the wrong chart. Still going to be a 31, 37. Let's get this right. 31 and a 37 will be hit out to center field. And that's going to be a fly ball. Griffey makes the catch for out number 3. So, the runner gets stranded at first. We go to the top of the second. It's a 0-0 game. You got Boone due up, followed by Griffey and Sexton. And Boone is batting .467, no homers and 3 RBI. And Booney gets a hold of this one, folks. He drives that ball down the first base line, goes the other way. That'll be a leadoff double. And you see the Seattle Mariners with 28 runs, 8 homers, 3 stolen bases been caught once. Boston, 40 runs, 11 homers, 2 stolen bases and haven't been caught. Now Seattle's got the go-ahead run down at second and Griffey Jr. up. And Jr.'s batting .250, 3 homers and 7 RBIs. And that's going to be a pop-up down the short. No more calls for it. Makes the catch for out number 1. And Richie Sexton's up now. And he's batting .250 also. No homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls. So now you got first and second. That does set up the double play ball, though. And you got Vail, the catcher, up now. See if the Red Sox can get the ground ball here. And Dave is batting 0 for 14, looking for his first hit of the year. And that's going to be against the lefty. It'll be a 13 and an 8. And that is going to be a ground ball down the second. That's going to be a pop-up down the second. And that'll be out number 2. So Boone's still down at second. Sexton at first. And now it's up to Matt Young to get the job done. He's 0 for 2. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Young out. Seattle strands 2. We go to the bottom of the second. 0-0. You've got Betts, Evans, and Rice due up. Mookie's batting .176, no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Young strikes him out. It's Young's first strikeout of the game. Dwight Evans comes up now. And Evans batting .306 with 3 homers and 8 RBI. And that's going to be a base on balls. Dwight will walk on down to first with 1 out for Jim Rice. And Rice batting .133 on the year. No homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a team see here. 8, 9, 12, 21, 34, 7. I'll be fielding column 1, 40. And that'll be a rare play. With a runner on first and a 40. And it's a 64. 64 and a 40. That'll be hit out to right field. Suzuki's out there. And see, that'll just be a fly ball out to right. Suzuki makes the catch for out number 2. So now you still got Evans down at first and 2 outs now. And it's up to Mr. Faratek. Jason's up. And he's batting .077 with a homer and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Jason strikes out for out number 3. Boston strands 1. To the top of the 3rd we go. Top of the order due up here for the Mariners. Ichiro, Bradley, and Rodriguez. Suzuki 0 for 1 today. Not anymore. That's a base hit in the right field. So now you got a runner down at first and nobody out for Bradley. And Bradley is 0 for 1 today. Back to 250, and that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And they'll get the runner out at second, but unable to turn 2 as Bradley gets down the line quick. That'll be a 6-4 put out. Now you got Rodriguez up with 1 out. And Alex is walked his first time up. Let's see here. And I think Bradley's going to take off here. What would it be? It would be a 24. 24. 46 or lower. He's safe. And he's in there with a stolen base. So Bradley gets in the scoring position for Seattle. So he's down at second. And Rodriguez is up now still with 1 out and a runner in scoring position now. Here's the pitch to Alex. And that's going to be against the lefty. That'll be a 13 and a 10. And that's going to be a single, infield single. Rodriguez hits that ball down the short. Newmar makes the stop. That'll save maybe a run, but it's first and third now. And 1 out. And that brings up Edgar Martinez. And Boston's going to play back for the double play. Martinez grounded out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a base on balls. That fills the bases for Mr. Boone. And they're going to play the infield in, try to get the double play that way. Boone doubled his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first, a 22 and a 3. And that'll be fielding column 1. And that's runner out at home. That'll be the old 3-2-3 double play. Works to perfection here with the infield in. 3-2-3 double play. And that ends the inning. The Red Sox had the bases loaded and Seattle couldn't score. And it's still nothing. And Lee's due to lead off, followed by Dustin and Nomar as Ken Castro joins us. Yeah, they do, don't they? The only thing is, I think that let's look here. Actually, I would probably give the edge to Seattle as far as the bullpen. Yeah, the bullpen. Even though Papelbon's all that in a bag of chips, they got more AC pitchers than what Boston does. But the bench, I think, is better for Boston. Both starting pitchers, they got some Bs. Don't get me wrong, Seattle, but they're 14s. They got 3 14s, where I think Boston's their A's are 15s, if I remember right. Let's look here. 15. Well, they got 2 15s. Lee's a 15 and Wakefield's a 15. So it's pretty close. The 3 Bs for Seattle are all 14s. They're just barely missing out on being A's. And Lee's up, and he says, we don't need no stinking DH. Bill is batting 500 on the year, 1 for 2. Can he keep it up? Nope, that's a ground ball down to Richie at first for out number 1. And Dustin's up for the second time, and he walked his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Martinez has got it, fires over to Richie, and that's 2 down. So it's up to Nomar to get something going. He flew out his first time up, 0 for 1. And he's going to hit that ball in the air again, but this time it's not going to be caught. That's going to be a double off the wall. And Dustin's on with a 2-out double. And a runner in scoring position for Wade Boggs, trying to get Boston on the scoreboard here in a 0-0 game. Boggs 0 for 1 today. And he's done it, folks. That ball is smacked out into doesn't have an M. Nope, that ball is hit out into left field, and that'll be a double. So 2 back-to-back doubles gives Boston a 1-0 lead. And Mo Vaughn comes to the plate now. Runner still down at second. And like I say, these first basemen for Boston struggling. Mo is 0 for 1 today, 2 for 23. And remember, David Ortiz is yet to get a hit. And that's going to be a 40. Let's see if they are. 8, 9, 12, 21, 34, 7. Yep, they are fielding column 1. And that'll be a pop up down the left field line. Rodriguez goes down near the rails, makes the catch in foul territory in left field, and that'll do it. Boggs gets stranded, but the back-to-back doubles gives Boston a 1-0 lead as we get to the top of the 4th with Griffey, Sexton, and Vale due up. Griffey is 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Dustin. He picks it up, fires over to Mo for out number 1. And Richie Sexton's up now. He walked his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Evans. That'll be out number 2. 2 quick outs here in the 4th. And Vale, can he get something going? He popped up to Dustin his first time up. 0 for 1, and that's a swing and a miss. And that's strikeout number 3 for Lee. And a 1-2-3 inning as we go to the bottom of the 4th. You got Betts due up Evans and Rice. Betts struck out his first time up. And not this time. That's going to be a leadoff double. And Mookie gets a board here. So an insurance run down at second and nobody out. And you got Dwight Evans up. Evans walked his first time up back in the 2nd. He delivered it out there. Mookie's got excellent speed. And that's going to be a 25. That's going to be a line drive down the 2nd. And Mookie gets back. So they don't double him off. There's one out and a runner still down at second for Rice. And Jim's 0 for 1. He flew out to right it first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. Young walks Rice. It does set up the double play ball with the catcher up. So first and second and one out. And Jason Veritek's up. He struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a 42. And that's going to be a hit by pitch. I don't know if that was done on purpose or not, but the Red Sox that fills the bases. Now Bill Lee's up with the bases full. Can he deliver here, folks? He's 0 for 1 today. 1 for 3 on the year. Can he help his own cause here? And I believe he just did. Let's see. Against the 19, that's going to be a single in the center field. And most likely that's going to score Rice with no throw. There is only one out, though. Let's see here. So that'll be a 56. A 32. They went to 49 and an 8. They're not going to throw home. It's a 32. So they're not. They're going to keep Veritek at second. So that's going to be a 2 RBI single for Bill Lee. The spaceman delivers here, folks. And it is now 3-0 Boston. First and second. And still only one out. And Dustin's up. And he is 0 for 1. He did walk back in the first. Can he keep going with this? Boston up 3-0. And nope, that's a tailor-made double play ball down to Boone. Boone picks it cleanly, picks it up, throws over to Rodriguez, over to Richie. That's a 4-6-3 double play, but the 2 RBI single by Bill Lee, helping his own cause, pitching a shutout and drove in too. And we don't need no stinking DH, folks. It's what they play him for. They pay him to hit and play the field. Speaking of pitching and hitting, Matt Young's due to lead it off, followed by Ichiro and Bradley. And Young 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And Lee strikes him out for the second time. And Suzuki's up now. He's 1 for 2, singled his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Dustin. Easy play for out number 2. See Seattle's upcoming schedule. They got one more game here in Boston. Then they travel to Cleveland for 3 games. And after the 3-game set in Cleveland, they head to Minnesota and play the Twins. And Bradley's up now. He's 0 for 2. He reached on a fielder's choice and stole a base. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. A 1-2-3, top of the 5th. To the bottom of the 5th we go. With the top of the order, the 2-3-4 hitters up. Garcia Perez. Alrighty, we're back. I don't know what happened there, but we lost connection, that's for sure. But we are back now. And we got no more down at sack first. And Boggs is up, nobody out. And Wade's 1 for 2. He's got an RBI double his last time up. And that's going to be another base on balls. And Young is walking himself into a mess here. Leadoff walk. And now, so leadoff single, now a walk. But if you are a Mariners fan, this is who you want up. You got Mo Vaughn, who is 0 for 2 today, batting .083 on the year. Ground ball gets you probably a double play here. And that's going to be a pop up behind home plate. Vale takes the mask off near the screen for out number 1. And Mo continues to struggle. Now Mookie Betts is up. And Mookie's 1 for 2. He doubled his last time up. And that's going to be the old base on balls. Young keeps walking them. So now bases are loaded. And only 1 out. And you got Evans up. And they're going to bring the infield in, hoping to get the double play get the runner out at the plate and get a double play. Evans 0 for 1. He lined out his last time up. And guess what, folks? Matt Young has just walked in a run, and it is 4-0. And that's going to get the bullpen up in a hurry as he keeps walking them in. And that'll get Arthur Rhodes up. Rhodes will get up in the bullpen. And here's Jim Rice. Can he bust this game open? It's 4-0. And Rice has walked his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Let's see here, a 24 and a 3. And that's going to be a caught out there. A nice catch out there by Griffey. But I think Boggs is going to be able to tag up. Let's see here. And Betts will probably be able to tag up. Let's take a look. 53. 27. They're going to try to throw Boggs out. So Boggs and Betts are going to tag up. 27. That'll be a 53 or lower. He's safe, and he's in there with a sacrifice fly. And Mookie tags up also. So it's now a 5-0 ball game. Runners on the corner and 2 outs. And you got Mr. Veritek up now. And Jason's 0 for 1. He has not put the ball in play yet. He has walked and, been hit by a pitch and struck out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Booney. He's up with it, tosses it over to second, but 2-run score. And it is now 5-0. So we go to the top of the 6th, and Matt Young has walked himself into a 5-0 lead. You got Rodriguez, Martinez, and Boone due up. And Alex is 1 for 1, singled his last time up. And that's going to be against the 13. That's going to be an infield hit by Rodriguez. So he's 2 for 2 today. Brings up Martinez now. Can Seattle get back in this game? Down by 5. Martinez is 0 for 1. He walked his last time up. And that's going to be a 12. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Evans. Nice play out there. Just robbed Martinez of a hit. Now there's 1 down and 1-1 for Boone. And Brett, he doubled in the game. He's 1 for 2. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. And Boggs is going to go around the horn. So that's going to be the old 5-4-3 double play. Boone hit it into a second double play of the game, folks. And that ends the inning. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 5-0. And they're going to let Young pitch this inning, but I think this is going to be it for him. They'll have a short leash. as Rhodes is up and ready in the bullpen. He's got Lee, Dustin, and Nomar up. And Bill Lee with that two RBI single his last time up, 1 for 2. And that's going to be it'll be a -5, a 7. And so that'll be a 12 on a 8. And that's going to be another hit for Bill Lee. He gets a single in the left field, and that's going to be it for Young. Can't even get the pitcher out here in the 6th. So Arthur Rhodes will come in. Pitch, as Young can't make it out of the 6th inning. A 5-0 ball game. Do they want to do a double switch? That is the question. That is the question. Reynolds could come in, and I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to do a double switch. So Reynolds is going to come in and play second and hitting the 9 spot, and that'll be it for Booney. So they'll do the double switch. So Rhodes will come in batting the 5 spot. And Reynolds will come in and play second and batting the 9 spot. And this is Arthur Rhodes' 4th game, no record and no ERA. And now you got Reynolds down at second, and Dustin is 0 for 2. He did walk back in the 1st, and that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd, 51 and a 3. That'll be column 3, and they only play. Nope, that'll be a swing and a miss. Rhodes strikes him out for out number 1. And Nomar is up now. And he is 2 for 3 with a double. And he scored both times he singled his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Bradley and left for out number 2. And Boggs comes to the plate now. And he's 1 for 2. He singled and walked his last time, came around the score back in the 5th. And that's going to be against the lefty. That'll be a 28. And that'll be a ground ball back to down the 1st. Richie Sexton's up with it, tosses it over the Rhodes. And Cliff Lee gets stranded at 1st as Arthur comes in, does his job, gets him out of it. We go to the top of the 7th. It's 5-0 Boston. Griffey, Sexton, and Vale do up. And Junior 0 for 2. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. And Mookie's going to make a nice play, take a hit away from Junior. Flashes the glove, shows his counterpart how to do it. And that's out number 1. And now you got Richie Sexton 0 for 1 today. He did walk in the game. And that's going to be a swing and a miss for out number 2. Bill Lee cruising out with a 5-run lead. And Vale up. He is 0 for 2 today. He has popped up and struck out. And that's going to be a ground ball down to 2nd. Dustin fires over to Mo. 1, 2, 3. We go to the 7th inning stretch, a 5-0 ball game. You see Boston's upcoming schedule here. They got one more game here in Boston against Seattle. Then the A's come to town for 3. And then the Indians come to town. And Mo is 0 for 3 today. He has flown out, popped up twice, and see if Mo can get something going here for himself and the team. Nope. Arthur strikes him out. That's out number two. Out number one, rather. And Mookie's up now. And Mookie's 1 for 2 with a double in the game. And that's going to be another base on ball. So Betts walked twice in this game. He's aboard now with one out. Let's see here in E. And Evans is up now. He's 0 for 1. He has walked twice and drove in a run when he walked the last time up with the bases loaded. And that's going to be against the lefty. 15 with the runner on it first. And that's going to be a fly ball out the center field. And that'll be out the left field. That'll be out number two. Nice play out there by Bradley. Acts like he's been playing that wall for years. Now Jim Evans is up. Jim Rice is up. He's 0 for 1. He's walked and had a sacrifice fly his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Rodriguez. He's up with it. Fires over the Reynolds, and that'll do it. And the Red Sox trend one to the top of the eighth we go. You got Reynolds due up, followed by Suzuki and Bradley. Reynolds, his first time batting today after coming in for the double switch. Batting 200 with no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a rare play of 31 on a 36. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Reynolds. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes him out. Bill's 7 strikeout again. Excuse me. Back to the top of the order in Suzuki. 1 for 3. Excuse me. Darn it. Here's the pitch to Suzuki. And that's going to be a ground ball down the box. He's up with it. Fires over to Mo for out number 2. And now Bradley's up. And he's 0 for 3. He does have a stolen base. Reached on the fielder's choice, and he struck out his other 2 times up. And that's a hat trick. Bradley strikes out for the 3rd time against Lee. And that's a 1-2-3 top of the 8th. To the bottom of the 8th we go. You got Veritek. Leo hit for himself, trying to get a complete game shutout. And Dustin. And Jason's 0 for 2. He has been hit by a pitch. And that's going to be a slow grounder down to Martinez. Up with it over to Sexton. There's one down here in the 8th. And Bill Lee's having himself a well of a game at the plate and on the mound. Pitching a shutout. And he's 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs today, folks. No stopping him. And they finally do. That'll be a fly ball out to right field. Ichiro calls for it. Makes the catch for out number 2. We're back to the top of the order in Dustin. He's 0 for 3. He did walk in this game. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Bradley. Red Sox go down in order. To the top of the 9th we go in a 5-0 ball game. Lee's got the big boys coming up, though. Rodriguez, Martinez, then a pitch hitter for Rhodes. Alex is 2 for 2 today with a walk. And that's going to be a base on ball. So he's figured out Lee today. Now Edgar Martinez comes up. And he's 0 for 2. He's also walked in this game. And that's going to be that's going to be a 2-0 pitch. And on a 2-0 pitch, he walks the hard way. And that's getting the bullpen up in a hurry now. First and second, and Bill Lee's walked them both. So it's 8 strikeouts and now 5 walks. And now we'll see who's going to pitch hit here for Arthur Rhodes. And it's going to be Jay Buners coming off the bench, try to get them back in this ball game, folks. It's a 5-0 lead. There's 2 on, nobody out, and Jay's batting .500. He's got a homer and an RBI. And that's going to be against the lefty, a 10 and a 9. And that is going to be popped up down the short. Infield fly rules in effect. And that'll be out number 1. Big out there by Lee rather. And now we got 1 down, and Junior's up. Junior's 0 for 3. He's grounded out, popped up, and flown out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. That'll be a 26. That's a line drive, and the runner gets back. So now there's 2 down. Griffey hit it right on the button, but right at Dustin. Now there's 2 down, so it's up to Richie Sexton. The first 2 guys get on. Lee settles down, gets the next 2. Can he get out of this 9th inning with the shutout? And Richie is 0 for 2. He did walk, flown out and struck out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And that's going to be a nice play down there by Dustin. And Dustin's going to fire over to first. And that'll end the game, folks, as Bill Lee gets the shutout. 5-0 shutout. Let's take a look at this box score. I don't want that. I want the box score. And this is probably the shutout. Yep, Lee shutout. So the Red Sox 5 runs on only 6 hits and no errors. And the Mariners no runs on 4 hits and no errors. Rodriguez was 2 for 2 today and walked twice. They were only 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position, left 7 men on base. Nomar and Bill Lee. Bill Lee was the man, wasn't he? He did it at the plate and in the field. Just seeing, he should be player of the game, that's for sure. And let's see here. Red Sox were 2 for 7 with scoring position. They left 8 men on base. Young drops to 1-1, 5 innings, 6 hits, 5 runs, walked 6, struck out 2. His control was terrible. And Rhodes comes in 3 innings of 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. Lee goes the distance, picks up his first win. He's 1-1, 9 innings, 4 hits, a shutout, walked 5, struck out 8. Yeah, Lee was something, wasn't he? Didn't see that coming. And now we'll check out the standings and the leaderboard in the American League. And Boston is now in second place, tied with the Blue Jays 5 games back. Orioles are 6 games back, and the Devil Rays 6.5. And in the Central, the Tigers are a half a game up on the Kansas City Royals. Indians a game back, the Twins a game and a half, and the White Sox 3. And out west, the Rangers 2.5 games up on LA. The Mariners are now 3.5 games back. A's are 4. Roberto Alomar leading the American League with a .364 batting average. Abreu, Martinez, and Ramirez with 5 homers, and Maris with 13 RBIs. And the ERA leader right now is at 0. And I believe there's 9 pitchers with 2 wins on the year. And you got 3 pitchers, JJ, BJ, and Wetland with 3 saves. And Derek Jeter's leading in the MVP voting. And Whitey Ford's leading in the Cy Young. The next game on the channel will be the final game of this 3-game series. Take a look here at the pitching matchup. And it'll be King Felix Hernandez against Martinez, old Pedro. So it should be a hell of a game here, folks. It should be a lot of strikeouts in this game. Hernandez against Martinez. I want to thank Ken Castro for stopping by. Yeah, Sox. We'll go back here and look. Yep. White Sox are 2-5. Yeah, the Boston Red Sox at 500. Yeah, they won 2 in a row. Yankees undefeated at 110 in a row. Of course, they're playing these teams out west. Let's take a look at the schedules here. That's what's helped the Yankees out. Yankees have played all the Western teams. They played the Angels, the A's, Seattle, and then the A's again. So definitely playing a weaker division helps them out. And Boston, I think that's what's helping them out now, playing the Western teams here. What's Boston's? Let's see here. What's Boston's 3 letters? It should be. I know what I did wrong. Go back. I know what I did wrong. Can't hit that damn enter. Yeah, Boston's played Oakland. They played the same teams. Boston, Oakland, Angels, and Seattle. So that's definitely helping them out. Yep. Yeah, starting to add up. You're exactly right. That's what I like, and I do like that. Here's a new feature here. Live comments will show up here on the screen now. Yeah. Yep. So let's see here. Let's go to pitching. Get rid of the organization. And all pitching. Let's see how many strikeouts. Go with strikeouts here. They got to be up there. Pedro has, let's see here. Old Pedro's got 20 strikeouts and only 13 innings. So, like I say, and how about old King Hernandez, old Felix? How many does he have? Put them in alphabetical order here. Oh, it's by first name, so Felix. Went too far. There he is. See how many strikeouts he's got. He's got 11 strikeouts in 11 innings. So, yeah, like I say, should be a strikeout game. Next game, see how many strikeouts we get. Should be up around, I don't know. It should be up around high teens, I would think, maybe in the 20s combined. I would think. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yep, we'll go back here. The Gators should be up there, I would think. Yeah, you got Kershaw, Randy Johnson, the Gator, lefty. Yep. Gooden. How about Glavin? Glavin's up there with 16. That's surprising. Mike Scott. Oh, Maddox. And the Freak. I like the old Freak. He's got 14 strikeouts. 14 strikeouts in 10 innings. Is that what the Freak's got? Let's see here. 14 and 14 innings. Yep. Let's see. They don't have per inning here. Yeah, pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. should be a damn interesting game, I would think. Sandy Koufax, how many does he have? How many innings pitched? He's pitched 16 innings with 13 strikeouts. Oh, Dallas. Dallas should be in Tennessee. He's got 13 strikeouts and 13 plus. Okay, let's check it out. It'll be 3. It'll be JJ and them guys, but we can look. Yep. BJ, Craig Kremel, Bruce Sutter, JJ, DeCalvey. He's the last one. Wetland. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them with 3 saves. 3 in the American and 3 in the National, I believe. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 3 and 3. Yeah. Who has the better ERA? BJ and Suter both have 0 ERAs. And JJ's with a 6 ERA. And Craig with a 5.79. I'm sure it's one inning. A bad ball here. We'll look. Yep. He pitched 1 2/3, gave up 3 runs in his one game that he didn't get a save for Craig. And let's see here. Who was the other one? And that was JJ. And he gave up 2 runs and still got a save. Still got a save in that game. Yep. I assume he gave up a 2-run homer there. Yes, he was on the Orioles. You're correct. Yep. That is correct. Matter of fact, that might be the hat he's got on. Yep, he's got the Oriole hat on. I thought he did. Yep. Yeah. I mean, a 25, a K, a Y, and a H. Not bad. Not bad at all. Old Craig. Let's see what he is. A 24, a KXYZG. Don't get much better than that. Yep. Where's old Alex at? He doesn't have a lot of saves. Where's Rodriguez? There's Mariano Rivera. Let's see here. He's got what, 2 saves on the year? Yep, he's got 2 saves on the year. See how many strikeouts he's got. He's got 10 strikeouts in 5 innings. Ain't that something? 25, I know it's nuts. And then Mariano is only a 20. It's hard to believe, ain't it? A 20 with a KZZ. I'm trying to think who has the 28. There's a 28 in the league. I'm trying to think of the pitcher with the 28. Let's see here. Game started. See if I can think of who in the hell has a 28. Somebody crazy. Somebody crazy in the bullpen. Let's see here. What's Suter got? Suter's only a 23. I'm trying to think of who's a 28. Chapman, I don't think he's that high. Chapman's a 23. DeCalvey's 20-something. 20 barely. Yeah. Let's see here. JJ's a 24. I can't think of who in the hell the 28 is. Papelbon's up there. What's he? Papelbon, there's a 28. That's it. Papelbon's a 28. 28 KZH. Doesn't give up the homers and doesn't walk. A 28 coming out of the bullpen. And he's actually gotten lit up once. Ain't that something? Um, he's given up 2 runs in one outing and another run in another. So yeah, Apba hasn't been lights out like you would think. Yeah, he's given up 3 hits and 2 runs in 2 innings. Then he's given up a homer, but he struck out the side in that game. Yeah, he struck out the side after giving up the home run. He's got what, five strikeouts. 5 strikeouts in 5 innings and a 5 ERA. He likes the number 5. Yeah, that's who the 28 was. I shouldn't have. I wanted to look at his what was his ERA that year? 0.92. Whip of 0.78. Yep. Actually, he only gave up 2 home runs all year. 3 home runs all year. He's already given up 1. Yeah. Already given up 1. Anything else you want to look at, Ken? Your Phillies started. Yeah, whip is crazy low, ain't it? Your Phillies actually played well against the Braves. Braves came back and took the last 2. Did you watch that Spawn Carlton game? That was a damn good game. Lefty got beat up early. Go to the box score here. Oh, best on base percentage? Sure. Let's go back here and look. We'll bring up the batters. Best on base. Of course, it's going to have some crazy stuff with people only playing a few games. So let's get that. That's only 1 at bat. McGuire with 16 at bats, a 625. That's the first one. Well, you got Eddie Murray with 8 at bats with a 750 on base percentage. That's pretty damn good with 7 at bats. Yeah, and he's only walked once. He's 5 for 7, batting 714. Yeah, I say he's batting well, batting very well. McGuire, how many walks does McGuire have? McGuire's only got 2 walks, so he's doing it with the bat. He is 7 for 13, batting over 500 himself. Yeah, batting 538 with 3 homers, 9 RBIs. And Pujols, if I remember right, is having a hell of a start too. Where is Albert? So both of them. Albert, I am not the machine. Albert, where are you at? There he is. Oh, Albert's not hitting well. I was wrong. Yeah, Albert's not. So McGuire might be getting some. Yeah, a lot of studs up there is right. So Albert might be getting some time taken away from him. Who else is up there? Mattingly's nice. 615. Old Curtis Granderson, 615. Barry Bonds, he crazy. He is crazy, Ken. Look at that, batting 379, 7 homers, 11 RBIs, and he's been walked 12 times. I've intentionally walked him 6. Oh, you're welcome, buddy. I've intentionally walked Barry Bonds 6 times. And that's because May's hitting behind him's only hitting like 200. We'll go to the team reports here. Bring up the Giants. Like I say, Bonds is going crazy. It's the only thing I don't like. You got to scroll and find them. Wish you could just type in their name. There's San Francisco. And we'll do batting average here. So, Willie, where's Willie? He's way down here. Where is he at? There's Mays. Batting 222 compared to Barry batting in front of him with a 379. And Mays, I think, has only got 2 homers. Yeah. How many homers does that come out to be? Let's see here. So that is 7 homers. And he's played in 9 games. Times 62 if he plays in every game. It's only 126 homers. Only 126, Ken. Crazy. Sammy's doing the same thing now. Sammy's off to a hell of a start. Let's go back here. Now I gotta. Sammy's got 7 homers too. I don't think he's hitting as good as Barry. Let's go back here. Yeah, Sammy's he's only batting 367. I thought he's barely batting 300, but yeah, 7 homers in 9 games, 12 RBIs. Yeah, you're going to be walking Barry a lot is correct. Yep. And what cracks me up, Ken, he's got 12 walks, and most of them is me not intentionally walking him, but thinking about it, and then they end up walking him anyway. I think it's funny as hell. Roger Maris his batting average isn't that great, but look at his homers and runs. 5 homers, and he's driven in 13 runs. So he's been productive. He's 9 for 39. Batting 200 against lefties, 250 against righties. But he's been very productive when he's been out there. He gets guys in scoring position. He's driving them in. He's slugging 641, an OPS of 936. Look at that OPS and slugging against righties, 792. Like I say, but I'm playing him every game. He's playing against lefties. How about the Hawk up there? The Hawk. I always liked Andre Dawson. He's got 3 homers. He's got 5. Oh, Hammer and Hank's got 5. Ramirez. Those Cleveland Indians, they are smoking the ball, man. Let's go to the team. See how many homers they got. All batting league batting here. Yeah. Cleveland with 20 homers. Cleveland. The Yankees have played 1 more series, so they played 3 more games than what Cleveland has. Yeah, like I say, Yankees have played 10 games. Cleveland's only played 7 so far, and they're only 1 homer behind the Yankees. They are just clobbering the ball. Just clobbering the ball. How about in the National League? Look at the Braves and Cubbies. The Cubbies have played 3 fewer games than the Braves, and the Giants, same. Braves with 23 homers. They're only batting 229 now. So where are they in the batting? They're what, fifth? 1, 2, 4. They're sixth in batting. Look at those Blue Jays. They're just hitting the ball. A 285 batting average. Give those Jays credit. That's how they're staying in there. They're a hitting machine. Yankees are what, fifth? 1, sixth. Sixth with a 231. But runs scored. They're way up there. They are definitely driving the ball in. Look at that. 69. The closest team's Boston with 45. How about in the National League? It's probably the Giants. No, the Braves. Of course, the Braves have played more games. Braves have played more games. It'll be close between them and the Giants. Who's got the most stolen bases? It's got to be Kansas City. Kansas City with 11 stolen bases. Houston with 9. And the Big Red Machine with 8. And your Phillies with 4. Most of them is probably sliding Billy Hamilton. Yeah. Look at that 11, and it drops down to 5. And you still got 1, 2, 3 teams. You got the Jays, Rays, and Orioles with 0. And in the National League, you got the Brewers, Diamondback, and Rockies. No surprise there. Who's been caught the most? The A's have been caught the most in the American League. How about in the National League? Houston, Marlins, and the Phillies with 3. What team is? I'm sure it's got to be the Giants with the most intentional walks because of Barry. Yeah, 8 intentional walks. Cardinals and Cubs. Cardinals that's got to be McGuire. Cubbies has got to be Sosa. Yeah. The Yankees with 3, and that's probably George Herman Ruth because Mickey was stinking up the joint for a while. So I was walking Ruth to pitch to Mick. Ain't that something? Mick there for a while. He was like had 1 hit and it was a homer. He has came on. Let's go here. We'll look. I can say. Pull up Mick here. Because Mick's on a hitting streak, if I remember correctly. There's Mickey. Let's see here. Nope, he went 0 for 4. I thought he was still on a hitting streak. But look at that. He was 2 for 4, 2 for 4, 1 for 5, 0 for 4, and 1 for 3. But look at this. 0 for 3, 0 for 2, 0 for 2, 0 for 1, 1 for 4. He started out the year with a homer. And then after that, it was how many games without a hit? 1, 2, 3, 4 games without a hit. So old Mick was getting walked because nobody wanted to pitch to that guy named Ruth. Baby Ruth. Well, no, I'm sorry, Aaron Judge. I don't know what I'm thinking about. Ruth's not playing. It was Judge hitting behind him. Yeah, the Judge is going off. Judge is having a nice year. Look at that. He's only had 2 games. He was 0 for 3, and he walked in both of those games. So he's been on base every game. The Judge, 306, 4 homers, a 435 on base percentage. That's the thing with the Mick, though. The Mick's on base percentage was still pretty damn good. He was walking when he was struggling. I'll give him that. He wasn't chasing the ball. His on base percentage, let's look here. During that stretch when he was there, he had a homer and didn't walk. 4 walks. He was 0 for 1. 2 walks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 walks in that 0 for streak. So not bad. Yep. So he had 9 walks. Let's see what that is. Nine walks, and that would have been 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 17 plate appearances. So he's still on base over 50% of the time. That's what I say. You can say what you want about the Mick. Everybody cuts up on me for saying it, but the best center fielder in baseball, get the fuck out of my face. Best center fielder in baseball. He goes 0 for 8, and he's on base 0 for 8, and he's on base 9 times with walks. 9 times with walks. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you, Ken, buddy. Yep. But yeah, the Mick does it all, man. The Mick does it all. I don't want to hear the shit. 0 for 0 for 8, but he's on base over 50% of the time with walking. That is the Mick. And how many strikeouts did he have in that? I don't think it puts that up. I have to look at the box score. Let's look at Willie, little Willie boy, New York. See what his on base percentage is. Little Willie. Willie. Like I say, he's struggling. And Mays. His on base percentage is 300. That's what I'm saying. Give me Mick. Give me Mick. Look at that. 0 for 4, no walks. 0 for 4, no walks. There's a 1 for 3 with a walk. 1 for 4 with a walk. 2 for 5. 0 for 4, no walk. 1 for 4. 1 for 4 with a walk. That's what I'm saying. The Mick is all that. All that in a bag of chips. Alrighty. I'll get off of here. What time is it? And it is 4:54. Go get something to eat here. I want to again thank Ken Castro for joining us. If you're new to the channel, folks, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. And hit that like button. Hit that bell. Again, doesn't cause no harm. Helps the channel out. Till next time, y'all have a great day and take care.